Guys, the situation at Rockstar is starting to have red flag after red flag after red flag, and all of my expectations for GTA 6 have now been tempered down. All right, I'm still going to play the game. I'm still going to check it out. I'm sure it's going to sell millions and millions of copies and make billions of dollars, but there's a lot going on at Rockstar that's being exposed now. So, according to this article from Fandom Pulse, it says GTA developers' employees wish death on the Trump family and publicly advocate grooming children. Now, Endymion yesterday or the other day posted this video essentially saying that there's numerous Rockstar employees that are posting sinister comments and agendas. On top of that, it was exposed that they're having to take a course on LinkedIn Learning called Unconscious Bias, right? Where it talks about how we have to remove our prejudices and all this fucking modern audience techno speak that I think is absolutely cringe. Now, here is something going on right here. He pointed out Alicia Powers Lee, who's the senior talent acquisition specialist at Rockstar Games, based on her LinkedIn account, get this, responded to a post from Bernie Sanders on her now deleted account on X, wishing for the death of Trump and his family. So you can see Sanders wrote, if Mr. Trump's plan to repeal the estate taxes enacted, his family and his cabinet nominees would receive a tax break of up to $9 billion, right? So a typical liberal wokey, meme. Right here on the bottom circled, Alicia says a fair price where they to all drop dead. But we're the hateful ones, right? We're the ones who are unhinged. We're the ones that are bigots, racist, hateful. Can you imagine if we said that about Biden? Can you imagine if we said that about Kamala Harris? It would be a field day, a cancel fucking adventure, a cancel smear campaign on Twitter at this point. Now here's Max C, an associate producer coordinator, who reposted a post from a gentleman called Amir Statvat, who's a business development director at Tencent Games, claiming that Gamergate 2.0 were criticizing video game employees for being diversity hires, being told they were only hired for their appearance and as eye candy, and even having doctored media create with their faces on offensive and inappropriate content. So here's the screenshot, and you can see circled right here. It's upsetting that many of my closest friends on this platform have stopped posting as women because of the harassment stemming from Gamergate 2.0. They've shared experiences of being called diversity hires, being told they were only hired for their appearance and as eye candy, and even having doctored media created with their faces on offensive and inappropriate content. So, of course, all the usual stuff. You hear somebody from that side of things say it. They play this whole victim act. Never mind that they spew hateful stuff like you can't be racist towards white people, or they try to be spiteful to stick it to chuds with their games, and they try to poke the bear, essentially, right? Now, I'm not advocating for death threats. I'm not advocating for doxing, but these people don't give you the whole story when they play victim like this individual here. So, going on, another Rockstar Games employee who is trans, and this is who's taking over the culture shift at Rockstar, by the way. Vivian Langdon, who's a senior tools programmer, says that they're a supporter of transgenderism. Been out as trans woman for almost 3 years now. Here's to many more. On the left is me 3 years ago, saying goodbye to a chapter of my life. Glad to be in a much more comfy body now. So if you're thinking that GTA 6 is not going to be woke as fuck, guys, these are the people who are programming it. These are the people who are making it. Gone are the days of everybody getting an equal opportunity roasting in GTA. Now we're probably just going to get white men hated on in the game. Again, I have my doubts on this game. I'm really holding it reserve. It's been a decade since the last one. Times have definitely changed. Let's be honest here. Am I saying that this game's going to flop? I'm by no means saying that it's going to flop. But if you're expecting it to be like as a masterpiece as Rockstar once had, you're going to be in a world of hurt. Temper your expectations on it. I'm hoping it's great. I'm hoping that these people, like this individual and the other ones that I showed screenshots of them saying stupid shit, I'm really hoping they can remove their unconscious bias, right? They have to take a course to remove their biasness, but we have to eat what they fucking have, right? Whatever they fucking come up with, whatever bias, because there's a woke bias, guys. They just want to admit it. I'm hoping that these people could work around their unconscious bias and just give us a good fucking game. Just give us a good fucking game, a game that doesn't have woke ideologies or agendas on it. But that won't happen. Now, continuing on, Endymion detailed that back in 2019, when this individual posted this, saying, "Sorry, lovely humans of Twitter, but I'm not going to be using this website anymore. If you could be suspended for calling a turf a turf, but calling a trans woman a male is okay, Twitter obviously hates trans people." And then they give a link to, I guess, a cyberspace. I've never even heard of that site. But this is that whole... Guys, I don't even think they really care. I think they want to be attacked. If I'm being completely honest, I think a lot of what we see with wokies is them poking bears and starting shit and talking shit so that they can get screenshots, so they can post it in their blogs. They call us grifters for giving our rage bait reactionary content, right? You know, screenshots are reactionary too. If somebody encounters you on the internet, interacts with you, engages with you, and you screenshot that whole conversation and you put it on a blog post or a news article like all these woke activists that cosplay as journalists, guess what? That's reactionary content too. Putting an announcement that you're leaving Twitter, that's reactionary content also, right? So are you a grifter? No, because you're left-leaning. That's how they look at it. So Langdon also called for those who oppose the evil of transgenderism to be reported and banned from Twitter. So you can see they had an interaction with this individual, Dulala, who said, "Please report this account. 100% of their posts are harassing trans people." I've seen these LGBTQ people, and it's more sided towards the trans people that do these online witch hunts. I actually saw somebody try to get my channel shut down the other day after the whole Alyssa Mercante situation. This person was just tagging Team YouTube over and over and over, saying that I'm hateful and all this crap, even though I really don't think I'm hateful at all. I wasn't attacking anybody for being transgender at all. I mean, even then, right here, this is just opinion. And you have freedom of speech to say shit like this, even if you don't like it. So they said, "You know the truth, you're a male. I'm just upfront with it. You know, just calling it out." Now, here's Austin Rorda, who's a senior production coordinator at Rockstar Games, and is apparently also a supporter of transgenderism. So you can see they repost this if trans people are welcome and safe with you. Which, okay, yeah, you're being inviting, you're being safe, you're being humbling. It's not so much, for me at least, that this is a bad thing that they tweeted out or reposted. For me, it's just showing, hey, this is the individual working on GTA 6, which is one of the most anticipated video games of all time. It's going to be full of woke propaganda, guys. And oh, you rage bait grifters just say everything's woke that you don't like. Guys, look, this is literally a movement. This is literally the definition of a narrative, an agenda to get a goal out there, to spread this message. Instead of making a good game, they're going to be focused on this shit, guys. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. So in another post, look at this. They wrote, "Not seeing garbage sponsored posts from grifters, rage baiters, and right-wing stooges. Every other post is so nice, man. What the fuck, pure bliss." So this is their, I guess, one of their first posts on Blue Sky, which is that weirdo platform that supports maps and minor attracted persons and all these weird groomers and pedos and all that crap. This person is currently still talking about this. If you're outside the echo chamber, guys, if you don't go into their echo chamber, if you don't believe in their train of thought, you're a rage bait grifter. You just want stuff made your way. There's room for everybody. No, guys, there's not. There's not room for everybody because of you. You're the ones being exclusionary if you haven't figured it out at this point. You're the ones that are spiteful. You're the ones that are hateful. You're the ones that are writing tweets about white crusty guys being in the industry. You're the ones that are telling people to fight me physically, bitch. Instead of just letting diversity happen, you have to play identity politics and shove it. And it does matter. Gamers don't want this, which is why all of your games are fucking failing. Now, Endymion shared details about Greg Grassi, who's a talent acquisition specialist at Rockstar. Look, all these people are working at Rockstar now, guys. So here's a Endymion shared post from Gracie's now deleted account on X, where they wrote, "Are you fucking serious? This isn't a step-by-step guide for children. Why do you think they're being taught that sex should be pleasurable? If they find themselves in a situation similar to what's described, isn't it important for them to recognize that it should be pleasurable? Isn't that fucking weird? Like a talent acquisition is saying kids need to know that sex is pleasurable, and if it isn't pleasurable, like why do kids need to be taught that sex is pleasurable? To snap whatever the fuck this is, snap sex education? What's the problem? So here's the thing, dude. This is literally grooming children. Telling them, oh, honey, sex is pleasurable. And instead of telling them the truth. Remember when you were younger? I'm 40. When you were younger, what was health class about? Sexual reproduction. Not sexual deviancy. Not sexual fucking degeneracy. You shouldn't be telling kids, oh, yeah, it's good to come. It's for pleasure. No. Sex is not for fucking pleasure. Yeah, it's fun. It feels great. But educational-wise, you're supposed to teach them about their reproductive systems and how their bodies work and why they go through this and why they go through certain changes. It changed into a whole thing about setting them up for sexual activity. That's what the problem is. And Craig is in on it. And then here's other post. Please explain why a child needs a mom and dad over two same-sex parents. And the need for a mom and dad outweighs every other need the child might have. Because parents set the standard to set a kid up for success. Right? A nuclear family, a traditional nuclear family, that's great. There's no ideologies. There's none of that. Okay, you can have your same-sex marriages or whatever, but 9 times out of 10, when you see these memes of same-sex individuals holding the babies and stuff, guys, it looks creepy. I'm not hating or being homophobic or anything like that. You could tell which ones are genuine good people and which ones are fucking pedos and groomers. 110%. And to be outraged about this, to be outraged about, oh, why does a child need a mom and dad and act all butthurt and oppressed over it? You're a fucking creep. You're a weirdo. Now, going on right here, he's saying, just making sure I could say with authority that the Tories are homophobic. Thanks for the confirmation. So he's going against this Scottish family party here. Scotland's looming fertility and population crisis. How to make babies. And you can see just spanning all these little woke agenda flags and stuff like this. So Rockstar's in trouble, guys. I'm not saying the game's gonna fucking suck, but when you have all these people working at Rockstar and they're in charge of the next GTA game, I have very low fucking hopes for this one. Anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. I'd love for you guys to tell me what you think. Don't forget to hit that subscription button, and I'll see you on the next one, guys. Thank you so much.